right, well you have. You know what? I love a good shrimp cocktail. Who doesn't? But it really starts with good shrimp, but it also starts with a couple little tricks of the trade I'm going to show you today, all right? Because it's simple, stupid, and you're not going to believe how fast we do it. So, set your timers right now, synchronize your watches. This is how easy it is. I've got a pot of water, and I've got it going on, right? And that's because that's going to be the first thing you're going to do, is I'm going to crank it up a little bit. And right here, I have just a little bit of pickling spice. That's it. I'm going to break up the bay leaf like maybe in 3, and I'm going to throw that in the water, okay? That's delicious, okay? That's done. Boom. Next, I'm going to do twofold. I'm going to start my amazing cocktail sauce with 1 fresh lemon, all right? And we're going to juice half of it, and I'm going to throw it in the pot. The other lemon, I'm going to juice a little bit and call it a day right there. So that's pretty cool. Then this other lemon, I'm going to cut on the diagonal, all right? And I'm going to keep that there for now. Next, I'm going to take some delicious parsley, and I'm going to chop her up, all right? I'm going to give her a nice fine chop. I'm doing about a tablespoon here. You can't have too much green. I'm going to put the lid back on the pot because it's going to, cook faster. And what I'm doing is I'm throwing in that delicious parsley right there, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm taking these stems, which are filled with delicious parsley flavor. I'm throwing it in the pot right there too. Now then, I've thawed out my shrimp underwater. Shrimp is about the only thing that I really don't mind thawing out underwater. Most seafood, I like to put it in the fridge a couple days before I use it, just because we don't lose any integrity. But these are peeled and deveined, about 16, 20 count, which is great. Any self-respecting cocktail sauce is going to have a really good horseradish. This horseradish is made by Charlie Farms. It's one of my favorites. It's delicious. But what a lot of people don't realize is we want to get all that moisture out of the horseradish, okay? And so I've just got a paper towel, and I'm squeezing it. Look at this. I mean, seriously. I just put a tablespoon in there, and that's how much moisture there is. Now then, being a root, the horseradish, you ever get that cocktail sauce that somebody made, and it's delicious, but it's kind of gelatinous? Well, that's what happens when you don't wring it out, because those starches are there. Look at that. It almost looks like a piece of wood or whatnot. I'm going to crumble that up. I'm going to give that a stir in my lemon juice, right? And I've got parsley, lemon juice, and of course you have to have ketchup. I like mine super spicy, right? And look at that. That is just yummy. Now then, a fresh crack of fresh pepper is always welcomed, right? But see how easy that is? And notice I'm doing it in the vessel that I'm going to serve it in, because why make a big fuss? So I'm going to do this. I'm going to add a little bit more. Okay. Just doing that. And then what we can do is, which is kind of fun, is we can take another spoon. And I always do this because, I like to be a baller. I take a sliver of the lemon. I take a little bit of this in the spoon. I find a really cool, sprig. Because, it is. We eat with our eyes. Never forget that. Right? I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put that there. Look at that. Now that's just fun. That's silly stupid. So our sauce is done, right? Now then, let's go over here. See how the poaching liquid is. It's boiling, which is perfect. All right. I'm just going to drop these shrimp. Now then, if you want to go and have some fun, there's a staple that I always have. That's a little Old Bay seasoning. Okay. By the time I shake this and put this out over here, I'm going to give this a stir. Now, there's nothing worse than overcooked shrimp. It gets powdery, it gets nasty. I don't like it. And we're gonna give that a stir. And I'm putting the top on there for 2 seconds. So reminiscent of me growing up. We had it one time a year. It was Christmas. Thank you, Aunt Carrie. They'd always bring it over. And it was like a claw game. It was like, get as many as you can. They're so delicious. But then I realized really it was all about the cocktail sauce. That was what really made the shrimp so good. So now, even if you had some left over, you can toss that with the cocktail sauce, a little cream cheese, make a really cool dip for the next day. But who are we kidding? We never have leftover shrimp. But look at this. The second that these shrimp curl up, right? They're done. And then all I do is I just I fish them out. There's a nice little piece of allspice there. Get back in there, Mr. Lemon. Look at this. Look at this. If you could smell just the aromatics themselves, you know, sometimes you get that shrimp cocktail and you're like, there's not much flavor to it. Well, there's a reason for that. Because they just used water as a poaching liquid. They didn't salt it, they didn't flavor it, they didn't do really anything to it. Now, what I'm gonna do is get my tongs here. How cool is this? This is kind of fun to do in front of everybody, right? So what I usually do is, now then, I've had some friends, and don't be afraid if like a sprig of parsley goes in there or a little bit of bay leaf or whatnot. It just adds color and dimension to the bowl. So did you notice how we did that with the ice? All we're doing is shocking it. We're stopping the cooking process and we're chilling it at the same time. So that's really cool when we do that. We do that with pasta and other things that we want to stop the cooking. Because again, you don't want overcooked shrimp. Now I've got my tails. You gotta give it a good squeeze of lemon over the top. Now then, the most important thing I'm gonna show you kiddies here today is how to eat these. Because most people, God love them, they dip it in the sauce. You know, it's so good. But if you pinch it, you get the whole tail out. So a demonstration is, I'm pinching. There is nothing on this planet worse than seeing a half-eaten shrimp. I can't handle it. Makes me so mad. Because, I mean, that's where all the flavor is anyhow, right? In the tail. So, there's your shrimp cocktail. I'm really thinking about putting this on the menu. It's summer. What's not to love about a big old bowl of fresh shrimp? Maybe we'll do peel and eat, whatnot. But with this poach, it adds a whole dimension to your shrimp cocktail. So, please, give this a try. Don't wait for the holidays. Shrimp is not that expensive. But you know what? You can do this. You don't have to buy the pre-cooked shrimp. All my best. Keep home ecking and cook hard.